Good afternoon, friends. How are you? कसे आहात सगळे? In last session, we have started the point from the topic halogen derivatives, and which is it? That is preparation methods. Okay. In last session, we have studied first method, that is preparation of alkyl halide from alcohols. Okay. Now in this session, we have to see preparation of alkyl halides from hydrocarbons. So all of you know that what are mean by hydrocarbons? The compounds which contains carbon and hydrogen are only elements are known as hydrocarbons. Okay. So alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, these are the examples of hydrocarbons. By using this hydrocarbon, we can prepare alkyl halides. Okay. Here we have to study how to prepare alkyl halide from alkenes. Okay, that is in alkene, carbon-carbon double bond is present, and here that double bond is converted into single bond. Okay, now all of you may know that is you have studied in 11th standard that we can prepare alkyl halide from alkenes also. Okay, you have studied that is chlorination of methane, okay, in 11th standard. Okay, but what happen actually when we prepare alkyl halide by using alkanes, there will be the mixture of various product obtained. Okay, this reaction takes place through free radical mechanism, and we get mixture of different products. Okay, so generally we not prepare the alkyl halides by using alkenes. Okay, instead of that we prefer to alkenes. Okay, now we see I will prepare okay, preparation of alkyl halides from hydrocarbons. Okay, here by addition of hydrogen halides to alkene, simply known we know that HCl, HBr and HI, these generally known and specifically use the hydrogen halides. Okay, and alkene is converted into corresponding alkyl halide by reaction with hydrogen chloride, hydrogen bromide or hydrogen iodide. Okay, we will see simple reaction. Okay, look here. This is an alkene, carbon-carbon double bond present plus HX. HX means any hydrogen halide. Okay, this H gets attached to this carbon and this X attached to this carbon. This carbon-carbon double bond converted into carbon-carbon single bond. So this is only simple addition reaction. What is it? Simple addition reaction, and addition of HX, that is hydrogen halide, takes place across the double bond, and carbon-carbon double bond get converted into single bond. Okay, now we'll see one example. Okay, very simple example, that is ethene. Ethene on treatment with HBr, it gives bromoethane. Okay, now here what will happen? Look, this is H. Okay, this H gets attached to this carbon. Okay, so this is CH2. This CH2 get converted into CH3. Okay, now this Br is attached to this carbon. Look, CH2 Br bond form, and this bond is shifted to here. That is carbon-carbon double bond get converted into carbon-carbon single bond, and here we obtain the product, that is bromoethane. Okay, similarly by using HCl and HI, we can obtain same product. Okay, whatever we have used HCl and HI, we get same product. Addition takes place according to same. Okay, now we will take one more example. Okay, look, you should carefully listen that this is not actually reaction mechanism. Only for your understanding, I have drawn this arrow. Okay, here CH3, single bond CH, double bond CH, single bond CH3. That is, this is 2-butene. Okay, 2-butene on treatment with HBr. Same will be happen. This H added to here, CH get converted into CH2, carbon double bond converted into single bond, and this there will be the formation of bond between this CH and this Br. Okay, so this is very simple addition. Okay, by using this method we can convert alkene into alkyl halides. Okay, now one interesting thing I will tell. Okay, now see here which substrate we have used, that is 1-propene. Okay, CH3 CH double bond CH2, 1-propene we have used. Now you can, if observe carefully, there will be some difference, okay, in this structure and this structure. What is it? Can you guess? There is simple, yes. Okay, I will tell you. Look here. Here, carbon-carbon double bond is present to this side, that is to right side, 2 carbon atoms are present. Okay, and to this left side, there also 2 carbons are present. Okay, this is known as symmetrical alkene. Okay, and here no, here this case is not present. Carbon-carbon double bond to the left side, 2 carbon atoms are present, and to the right side only 1 carbon atom is present. So here addition of HBr takes place. Okay, addition of HBr takes place, but here we got 2 different products. What we got? 2 different products. Why? Now look. First time what happened? This H get adds to this carbon atom and this Br to this carbon atom. Okay, and later what happened? Exactly opposite, this H adds to this and this Br adds to this. Okay, here we get 2 products. Okay, we will see this, we will get 2 products. Look, Markovnikov's rule. Okay, when propene reacts with hydrogen bromide, propene reacts with hydrogen bromide, we get 1 bromopropane and 2 bromopropane as the major products. Sorry, 1 bromopropane is minor product, 2 bromopropane major product. So how we will define which is major and which is minor? To define this, we use Markovnikov's rule. What we use? Markovnikov's rule. Scientist Markovnikov has stated this rule. So what it states, when unsymmetrical reagent is added to unsymmetrical alkene, the negative part of reagent always gets attached to carbon which carries less number of hydrogen atom. I will repeat once again. Okay, when unsymmetrical reagent is added to unsymmetrical alkene, the negative part of reagent gets attached to carbon atom which carries less number of hydrogen atom. Okay, now we'll see here. Look, here HBr we have used. How ionization of HBr takes place? H plus and Br minus. Okay, means Br minus is the negative part of this reagent. Okay, now here only 1 hydrogen atom is present at carbon number 2, and here 2 hydrogen atoms present at carbon number 1. Therefore, as per the rule, the negative part means this Br minus goes to carbon number 2 and 2 bromopropane becomes major product. Is it clear? And remaining, that is 1 bromopropane, this is obtained is minor product. So when HBr, HCl or HI reacts with unsymmetrical alkene, then there will be always 2 products are obtained, and these 2 products, one is major product, one is minor product. Okay, and major and minor product will be stated with the help of Markovnikov's rule. Understand? Okay. You should read once again. Okay, so what happened here in during the reaction mechanism, primary carbocation and secondary carbocations are formed. Okay, primary carbocation and secondary carbocation. We know secondary carbocation is more reactive and more stable. That's why 2-bromopropane is used as major product, is obtained as major product. Okay, now we see next, that is anti-Markovnikov's rule or anti-Markovnikov's addition or peroxide effect or Kharash-Mayo effect. Okay, now we have seen addition of HBr into unsymmetrical alkene. If addition of HBr into unsymmetrical alkene takes place in presence of any peroxide, it may be H2O2 hydrogen peroxide or benzoyl peroxide, then what happens? Then addition takes place exact opposite to that of Markovnikov's rule. Therefore, this is called as anti-Markovnikov's rule. Okay, I will repeat once again. What happened when HBr treated with unsymmetrical alkene in presence of peroxide? Okay, then there will be the addition takes place across carbon-carbon double bond to opposite to that of anti-Markovnikov's rule. This is known as opposite to that of Markovnikov's rule. This is known as anti-Markovnikov's addition or peroxide effect or Kharash-Mayo effect. In 1933, scientists M.S. Kharash and F.R. Mayo discovered this reaction. Okay, now we see. Okay, look here. Same reaction, that is propene plus HBr in presence of benzoyl peroxide. Same two product obtained, that is 1-bromopropane and 2-bromopropane. Okay, but here what is the difference? Difference is that only 1-bromopropane is major product and 2-bromopropane is minor product. So how this is happen? Now look, the reaction mechanism of this type reaction involves formation of free radicals. Here formation of free radical. Okay, so here benzoyl peroxide is used. Firstly, phenyl radical is obtained. Okay, what obtained? Phenyl radical. This phenyl radical cleave HBr and bromine free radical obtained. And what obtained? Bromine free radical. This bromine free radical attacks on this carbon and this carbon. Okay, so there will be the formation of primary free radical and secondary free radical. What will be the formation? Primary free radical, secondary free radical. Look here, what happened here? This is second here and here. The free radical formation takes place, and as free radical formation takes place, the secondary free radical which is formed here, the secondary free radical which is formed, that secondary free radical is stable and more reactive. That's why 1-bromopropane is major product, while the primary free radical is, from that primary free radical we get 2-bromopropane as a product. Okay, so only you should take care that when addition of HBr takes place to that propene, addition of HBr takes place to unsymmetrical alkene in presence of peroxide, addition takes place exactly opposite to that of Markovnikov's rule. Okay, also you should remember that only addition of HBr shows anti-Markovnikov's rule. Addition of HCl as well as addition of HI does not show this reaction. Why? Because bond between HCl, H and Cl is very strong. Okay, so that bond is not broken by three radicals, where bond between H and I is very weak. So instead of addition, there will be the formation of I2. Okay, therefore, no anti-Markovnikov's addition or peroxide effects takes place with hydrogen chloride, HCl and HI. Okay, so here we have seen preparation of alkyl halides from alkenes. Preparation of alkyl halides from alkenes by simply addition. Okay, here we have added HCl, HBr and HI. Okay, we have also seen Markovnikov's rule and anti-Markovnikov's rule. Okay, so in next lecture we have to see next method, that is halogen exchange. By using that halogen exchange, we also prepare alkyl halide. In next lecture we will see. Okay, thank you.